How to stop simping. Now, let's get into it, guys. Now, the first thing you want to do first is to stop simping. You have to gain self-control over your sexual desires. Yeah, you as a man. This is how you're going to stop simping. I'm serious. You have to value yourself more and value other things more in your body more and more than you value smashing. You know, this is how you're going to stop simping. Because that cat is what's making you guys simp. That's what's making you guys simp. You know, and your sexual desires. You know, you just want to feel something. You know, you want to stick, you know, your slime in something. You got to gain control of your sexual desires. This is what's going to stop you from simping. Now, the next thing that will stop you from simping is you got to have some goals. You got to have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Once you have a purpose in life and value your purpose more than you value, you know, seeing a female or females in life, that's what's going to stop you from simping. When you value yourself more, instead of thinking that your whole life evolves around women and smashing. I'm just being honest with you guys. You have to have a purpose. You have to set goals. And you have to make that purpose fill that void in your life instead of smashing all the time. You draining yourself when you're doing that. That's not getting you no money. That's not getting you passive income. That's not getting you a better lifestyle. That's not really helping you psychologically. That's not what's, you know, giving you wisdom and knowledge. You guys got to find a purpose. This will stop you guys from simping. You will find, you know, you have to find more joy in something, in your purpose. More do you find joy smashing women all the time. Like, this is not what's going to get you nowhere in life. And this is why a lot of you guys simping. You guys got, this is going to stop you from simping, finding your purpose. Because without no purpose in life, you just, you know, a lot of times you just like taking it day by day. And you don't have goals. You really don't have goals. You guys got to get some goals. This is what's going to stop you from doing all that simping. Stop you from spending money unnecessarily. When you know that you don't have to spend it. You could have saved that money. Just think about all the money that you spent on dates. If you had that amount of money right now, you could have invested into a business or something that's going to better you. The next thing is what's going to stop you from simping is, you know, you thinking that you have to chase females or you have to, you know, validate her. You have to give her attention. That's not true, guys. You don't have to give no woman attention. You don't have to give them validation just to get her attention. You don't have to give her attention or validation just to get her attention or validation. You guys got to understand that. This is what's going to stop you from simping. The next thing is what's going to stop you guys from simping is thinking that a relationship is going to fill the void in your life, or a relationship is true happiness, because it's not true. Because I don't know if you got notice, when you in a relationship, it costs the man everything. Your energy, your money, your time, your attention, everything. It costs you everything. You the one that got to do the upkeep in the relationship. You do. You the one that got to, you know, do different things and do different, you know, take her different places and keep her, you know, excited in the relationship. You don't gotta buy her loyalty. You guys gotta stop thinking that relationships is going to fill that void in your life. Because it's not. That's not the end all be all. You guys gotta stop thinking that relationships is everything. Because it's not. Especially if you don't have your life together. You gotta get your life, you gotta help yourself first. Especially if you know you can't, you're not stable. If you're not stable yet, you shouldn't even be worried about relationships. You shouldn't. Then this would go for the younger guys. You shouldn't be worried about a relationship if you're not financially stable. If you don't got your own place. You shouldn't be worried about that. This is what's going to stop you from simping. Another thing that's going to stop you from simping is being a woman pleaser. Yeah, being a woman pleaser. You guys got to stop being a woman pleaser because you cannot please them. You can't. That's not your job. She's supposed to be already pleased, when, just by her being who she is. That's the inside job for her. That ain't your job. You guys got to stop thinking that. You always got to do things to please a woman. You need to do things to please yourself. This is what's going to stop you from simping. Doing things to please yourself. Doing things to help yourself. This is why I suggest semen retention. Another thing that's going to stop you from simping, like I just said, getting on semen retention. Semen retention. That's what's going to stop you from simping. Because semen retention is going to put you in a whole different mind frame, bro. Especially if you retain, like you 1 or 2 months in, bruh, you got at least one goal. At least you should at least have one goal. I'm gonna say at least when you get to 2 months, or maybe 1 month. You should at least have a goal. Semen retention will stop you from simping because you're gonna value yourself more when you want semen retention. You're not gonna look at women as like they just like this guy. Like they just like, you deserve them. Excuse me, you deserve them. You gonna start looking at women like, that like you the celebrity. Like they gotta come up to you. Like they, you better than them. And you are. You gotta have that mindset. You gotta develop a high mindset, bro. That's what's gonna stop you from simping. When you develop that high mindset, you're gonna feel like chicks gonna need, they need your approval. They gotta come up to you. They gotta smile at you first. Or they gotta approach you first. This is what's gonna stop you from simping. A high mindset, high self-esteem, and high confidence. And getting your virility back. This is what's gonna stop you from simping, guy. Like I'm serious. Like I don't simp at all. At all. I don't put no woman before my purpose. I don't. I just think about, when I'm at work, females, they talk to me and stuff like that. As you can say, as you hearing what I just said, as you can hear what I just said, females, they talk to me. I just be replying back and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm just focusing on getting what I got to do, what I got to do at work, and then coming home and making my videos. Back on my purpose. I ain't trying to get their number or nothing. You got to develop a high mindset, bro. This is what's going to stop you from simping. A lot of you guys, y'all don't have that high mindset. Y'all don't. This is why y'all simping. Because y'all can't control y'all sexual desires and y'all don't have a high mindset. You got to act like you all that when you walk in the party. You got to act like you all that when you come out in public. You got to think you all that. You don't have to be arrogant or cocky, but you got to be confident in yourself. Just do what you do. Stop having the mindset of when you go out, oh, it's all about females. Nah, it's about you. It's about you having fun, bro. It's about you going out, enjoying yourself. You gotta have that celebrity mindset, bro. This is how you gotta think. If she not approaching me first, we not talking. Or if she's not showing me a signal that she like me, you know, if she don't smile at me first, or if she don't give me the eyes first, then we not talking. Yeah. This is what females do. This is how they think. Guys, remember this. Women respect the guys that are not desperate more. Women respect the guys that don't care. Not the guys that care. Not the guys that are desperate. Because the guys that are desperate, they weak to them. They simps to them. Women like a challenge. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I remember when I went to the strip club. My first time going. And I was just standing, you know, I was in a strip club. I don't throw no money. I ain't throw no money. I'm just watching other guys throw money and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you know, I was sipping on a little something. Even though I don't drink and stuff no more, you know, but I was sipping on a little something. And then after a while, after I got done, I was just standing up, bob my head to the music. Stripper came up to me, started talking to me. All in my ear, you know what I'm saying? And she just gave me a dance for free because I didn't care. She respected that. She respected that I looked at her and those other strippers as if they were nothing. She respected that. So this is what's going to stop you from simping. Develop a high mindset. Control your sexual desires. Have a purpose. Keep retaining. Retain gang is Coleman.